What is up, guys? My name is Joe, otherwise known as Nico Games, and I am here with another anime vlog. And this week I didn't actually get to watch too much anime, only because I had a test I had to study for. I had a lot of homework. Teacher's been running me ragged with that crap. Yeah. But I guess getting started, the first anime I saw this week was called ReZERO Karahaji Miru Isekikai Saikatsu. And that actually isn't finished. I just watched episode 21, and there's 25 episodes to it, I believe. So far, I really like it so far. I mean, it's almost done, but it's really good. It's about this guy who apparently got warped to another world, and he's reliving his life in this other world that's like a fantasy world. It's like, I don't know how many of you guys seen Final Fantasy Tactics Advance or played that game. It's kind of like how he just showed up there. Yeah, except he's handling it really, really well. He's just like, yeah, I'm in a new world, and I'm kind of like, dude, aren't you like kind of questioning this a little bit? Like, if I just showed up and I see a whole bunch of people with cat ears and weird faces and they look like animals, and some are human, some aren't, and magic and shit, I'd be kind of like, how the fuck did I get here? But he has this like ability where he dies. He starts over, kind of like a video game, and he has to get to certain save points or whatever in order for him to I don't know. In order for him to die and not go all the way back to the beginning. I don't know how the save point works or whatever. It's just like one day he dies, he completes something, and then, that's all. He dies like a lot too. He dies a serious amount. But yeah. It's very interesting to say. Like, I don't like the main character. The main character, what's his name? Subaru. I don't know. Not really my first choice of heroines, but I don't know. Oh, by the way, Rem equals life. I love Rem so much. She is so adorable. And spoiler alerts. I'll give you guys a second to pause to skip. I'll leave an annotation somewhere. God damn it! One of you guys were just like, "Oh, you shouldn't have told me. You spoiled it for me." And I'm like, "Dude, I said spoiler alert. You gotta click the annotation right here." Oh well, fuck it. There was this one part where Subaru was just like telling Rem, yo, let's run away. Because he pretty much gave up at this one point where it was really getting tough for him, so he gave up. And Rem started explaining stuff like how much she loves him and how she thought, like, what it'd be like if they got married, if they lived together and all that. And, I don't know. After seeing that, I was just like, kind of tugged on my heartstrings. Like, I would love to meet a girl like Rem. Like, someone that, like, just says that stuff and not get embarrassed and just, like, I don't know. That's really awesome shit. If there are any girls out there like Rem, I will marry you. Maybe. We'll see what happens. But, yeah. Also, another spoiler. It seems like I don't know. It gets pretty predictable. Like, actually, I wouldn't really say that. It's not too predictable. I don't know. It's all about overcoming your struggles and everything, and trying to keep doing better, keep trying, or whatever. It's very, like, it's kind of hard for me to follow. This isn't really my type of anime that I usually watch. I usually like those slice of life animes, but this one's actually really, really good. I definitely enjoy this one. All right, the next one that I actually just got started watching is called When They Cry, or Higurashi no Naku Koro ni, which I mean, if, like, I look at it and it says, like, the moment cicadas cry or something. I don't know. That's what it says in Japanese, but like the English title is telling me something else. When They Cry, but oh, I started watching it, but I'm at episode 1, and I'm actually gonna record myself reacting to that. I just record one episode, and I'm just gonna keep watching it and watching it while I'm recording it. So there's that. But I figured I'd wait till like tomorrow to do that shit. So far it's not really scary at all. There was like that one beginning scene, but then again, it was just one episode. It was just one episode. It's probably leading up to like something to really, really, really fuck with you. But yeah, Higurashi no Naku Koro ni. All right, the next one is Kami-sama no Memo Cho, which says God's Memo Pad. But the English title says Heaven's Memo Pad, so uh, it looks like they have a whole bunch of English titles for it. It's really sad. This one gets really really dark and sad because this actually dives into a lot of like underground stuff that goes on in Japan, like the yakuza, drugs, money laundering, all that other shit. It's just like a shit ton of stuff that it's not like your regular happy-go-lucky anime. Like, yeah, it kind of reminds me of Durara, if you guys ever seen that one. This is pretty good. It's about this guy who meets this girl who's a detective, and they go around solving mysteries and shit. But it's a more darker tone. It's a very very dark tone to it. Definitely. To me, it seems like it gets pretty to me it seems like it gets pretty predictable, like what's gonna happen. It's not too original, to be honest. Like, I mean, it kind of is, but like everything's so predictable. I'm like, you kind of don't really need to be a detective to kind of like figure this shit out. Like, spoiler alert, spoiler. Give you a second. Click that annotation to skip this. All right. Um, there was like this one instance where the very very last case, this the main character's friend, her brother's on drugs, and as soon as I saw that guy in the arcade, I was just like, that dude's on drugs. Like, as soon as I saw him, he was just, I was like, yo, dude's on drugs. I don't know what he's on. And then eventually, the girl kills herself, and you get a shot of what she looks like after she jumps off the building, and it shows like she had dark circles under her eyes, and I'm like, that looks like she was on some sort of drug, because I've seen a lot of people on drugs, and some of them have like dark circles underneath their eyes, mostly from not sleeping. But she looked like she was on some sort of drug, so I was assuming it'd be the same drug that her brother was on, and she might have had a bad trip and jumped off the building. And then going through that entire episode, there was like 2 episodes revolving around that case. And going through those 2 episodes, I was kind of just like, I figured out the mystery already. I already knew what it was. It was not that hard, you know. Her brother did drugs, and she was inadvertently supplying them to him. She found out, took the drug, and then had a bad trip and jumped off the roof. So, yeah, there was that. It was, I don't know. It was kind of obvious to me. I mean, then again, I kind of know a lot about that life. You know, not necessarily that I do drugs. It's just like I've been around a lot of people that have done drugs and shit. A lot of those street things that I see in this anime, it's like I kind of seen this shit already. But, yeah. That was Kami-sama no Memo Cho. The last anime that I've saw this week, and I'm not even done with it yet, is Nagi no Atsukara, which is, the English title is A Lull in the Sea. And it's basically about, these people that live under the water, They can breathe and everything, and then they go to the surface because of their school or their school isn't open or something. So they go to the surface school, and they meet like all these surface people, and they have their differences and everything. And I don't know. By the way, spoiler alert. Spoiler. Give you a second. Okay, so spoiler. There the main character's sister falls in love with somebody that's on the land, and then she gets banished. And it's because like the surface people and the ocean people have like two different lifestyles. It's apparently they're two different people types of people, surface and underwater. So if you fall in love with somebody in the surface, you're banished. You can't go back to the ocean, which I thought was like, wow, that's pretty harsh. But I definitely can relate to that shit because my family doesn't really like that I usually date outside my race. I don't normally date girls of the same color as me. And it's not really anything like. I guess it is a matter of preference for me. I tend to date more dark skinned girls than my own. And that kind of I don't know. It kind of does piss off a lot of my family, which is very difficult for me to deal with. But at the same time, I don't really care. It's just very awkward for me, especially when like my parents would say like, why don't you date a white girl? Why is it always got to be black? Why is it always got to be Asian? I don't know. I just can't help it. It's like, I meet her. I think she's cute. I think she's attractive, and then I want to date her. And I don't know. So it's kind of like something I can relate to with them. It's like they have such like a hatred for each other. Like the ocean dwellers really have like a big problem with like those surface people. It's a lot of discrimination. I can definitely relate to that anime in that sense. But I am only on I am only on episode 11. I still got like 15 more episodes left of that. But yeah. I don't know, man. It was none of these episodes really touched me like, some of the other ones that I've watched in the past, except for ReZERO. ReZERO kind of did when Ren was kind of explaining to the Subaru like her feelings towards him. That kind of got to me a little bit. And constantly watching everybody die. That's kind of horrible. I like watching all those characters die like over and over again. I hate to think what the main character's going through. Man, that shit sucks. But yeah, guys, that'll about do it for me. This video was a lot shorter than the last one, only because I haven't had much time to watch anime. But it was still pretty fun. I don't know. I still got a good amount of anime underneath my belt now. So if you guys enjoyed that video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. My name is Joe. Peace.